What happens inside of you when you eat late at night? In this video, we'll take a look inside to better understand how that snack you eat at bedtime affects your weight, blood sugar, and sleep. When 33 young women were evaluated based on their eating and sleeping habits, research teams found that those who ate closest to bedtime carried the most body fat and had the highest waist measurements. And this study did not look at a specific time at night to stop eating. Instead, they looked at the elapsed time between your last meal and the midpoint of sleep. So, for instance, if you sleep for 6 hours, the midpoint of your sleep would be 3 hours. Therefore, according to this study, it doesn't matter if you are an early to bed and early to rise person or a true night owl. What mattered was the length of time you went without food before bed and how long you slept. However, that doesn't mean that the timing of your calorie intake is unimportant. A group of older individuals was fed the same amount of calories on 2 different occasions. On the first occasion, they ate a large breakfast followed by lunch and dinner. In the second session, they shifted their eating schedule to include lunch, dinner, and a large bedtime snack. Even though the total daily energy and nutrient intake was equivalent between the sessions, switching the calories from breakfast to bedtime had a significant impact on the way their bodies used the food. The late night eaters burned the carbohydrates in the meal at the expense of fat breakdown. And scientists refer to the breakdown of fat as lipid oxidation. And when there is a reduction in lipid oxidation, the result is an increase in fat storage, which over time will lead to increased weight gain. A late night intake of carbohydrates will also have another consequence that you don't want, which is increased blood sugar and insulin levels overnight. Not only will those elevated levels block your body's ability to burn fat as you sleep, but you can also wake up with a higher fasting blood glucose reading in the morning. And if you are someone at risk for diabetes, you know that your morning blood glucose level is a factor that your doctor follows closely. And this lack of ability to properly use calories when consumed late at night may be related to the way hormones are naturally produced as your body prepares for sleep. At night, your body becomes less sensitive to insulin. Insulin is your energy storing hormone. So when you lack insulin sensitivity, your body can't utilize carbohydrates and other food nutrients as efficiently. Melatonin, which is a hormone that you might associate with sleep, plays a role in this nightly insulin resistance. Melatonin naturally increases as we get closer to falling asleep. However, as melatonin goes up, insulin secretions go down. So as melatonin prepares us for sleep, our cells become less tolerant of the carbohydrates that we eat. Speaking of sleep, another thing that happens inside your body when you eat late at night is that your core body temperature rises. And this is due to the heat production that is produced by digestion of food. Digestion is an energy-intensive process. So to make sure that the job gets done, your body increases blood flow to the digestive tract, which elevates your core temperature, making it harder to get a restful night's sleep. Also, if you suffer from heartburn, bedtime snacking can make symptoms worse, and this is due to the pressure a full stomach puts on the barrier between the esophagus and stomach. When you lie down with a full stomach, you take away the advantage you gain from gravity, making it easier for the stomach acids to head back up towards your throat. So how long is long enough to avoid food before going to bed? The answer will vary depending on how much you're eating, but studies support that you can reduce heartburn, sleep better, and lower your odds of gaining weight when you stop eating 3 hours before bed. Now, as we've learned through this video, the avoidance of bedtime snacking has many health and weight loss advantages. But what if you simply cannot sleep because you are too hungry at night? Well, if you feel this way, it may be due to the overall content of your diet. When study participants ate different diets, they slept differently. The research teams found that a high-carb diet puts us to sleep quickly. However, we get our best night's sleep when we eat a diet high in protein or fat. Studies that compared diets and sleep metrics found that high protein and high fat diets lead to fewer episodes of waking up and overall better quality sleep when compared to a control diet. So the takeaway is this: What you eat and when you eat it matters. For enhanced weight loss, better blood sugar control, and your best night's sleep, make sure your diet contains healthy fats and proteins, and that you stop eating 3 hours before bed. That 3 hour before bed rule is one of my 4 daily habits for weight loss. You can learn the other 3 habits by downloading my 0123 strategy. It is a foundation that is already being used by tens of thousands of people and is free for you to download. Click the links here in the video or down below in the description to get your copy. And before you go, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.